Namaste. I got another question from the seeker, that what is the basic cause of disorder of sleep? This question is asked by few seekers actually. So I am going to discuss a basic root cause of disorder of sleep. As we discussed previously, I think we covered a lot of basic topics. The sleep mode belongs to, everybody knows, to the unconscious level or unconscious mind, so called unconscious mind, but I will say a functional mind or a pure mind or pure level. Sleep means there is absence of thoughts or absence of mind and absence of body action. Then sleep mode comes, that level, the sleep mode comes. So absence of mind or absence of body action is the basic cause of happening of sleep. So that level, so called unconscious level, this level is independent of the mind level, because this is above mind level. It does not depend upon the mind. Whatever things are happening on the unconscious level, those actions are independent of the mind level. Like a food, though that level, unconscious level, has a 4 basic urges I described in the previous chapter: food, sleep, sex and body conservation. So sleep we have to have. Mind can interfere with the sleep for few hours, few days, but ultimately the brain will shut down automatically and you will go in the sleep mode. The same thing with the food. If you don't mind start fasting for few days, or there is no food, the functional mind start eating its own body. So same thing, functional mind versus heart, it maintain its temperature automatically. Mind don't need to do anything. It maintains the blood pressure, it cool down, or heart generate the heat according to the outside temperature. So unconscious mind does not depend upon the mind or body, but mind can interfere with it. Mind can interfere with it by disturbing the order of some particular series of action, that action stored in the unconscious mind. You have to understand that. For example, if a sports person is given a coaching by a coach, and the coach says you have to improve your action, you have to repeatedly do some series of actions so that you can get expert of that. So in the beginning he will use his mind, memorize the action, slowly by memory he is doing, by mind he is doing, but as the time passes, those series of action is taken over by the unconscious mind. Those series of action, after some time, the mind don't has to memorize. It forgot what rules and regulation he learned from the coach. His body is itself get trained for doing all these action unconsciously. So mind is, those action is taken over by the unconscious mind. Those patterns are deeply rooted in the body now. Mind does not memorize, and you know that memory is the food for the mind. So those actions don't depend upon the mind now. This is now taken over by the functional mind. Same way, when we sleep everyday basis, those series of action is recorded in the unconscious level, functional mind, that what time you sleep, and that time your brain will shut down and you will feel like asleep. But due to mind interference, maybe you have you watching movie, interesting movie, you have interest in the movie, 2 hours you watch the movie, you perceiving the movies through the senses, and once the movie is finished, all these memories stored in the memory house, those memories pop out, and those memories are food for the mind, because your mind has interest in that movie, so that mind is repeating that movie. Some people have a stress, something happen in the daytime, in the office, on a store, some happening. Some people are in the stock market, they are worried that might be lose, they are watching that every time TV, computer and everything. So they keep themselves busy during that particular time, the sleeping time. Unconscious mind is giving alarm that this is the sleeping time, but your mind says okay, it's okay, I am busy with it. And then after finishing its work, mind says let's go to the sleep. Now let's go to the sleep means you cannot sleep now, because your order is disturbed and it's very hard to sleep. Now mind is saying that, oh, why I am not getting sleep, I am not getting sleep, I have to go to the work tomorrow, I have to do this, I have to do this, I will have a headache if I don't get proper rest, this and that. Mind is starting creating a trouble. You have to understand. For example, in an ocean, the waves is arising, and the waves start thinking that I have to merge into the ocean, otherwise I cannot get the rest. Waves are thinking that I have to look for an ocean. I have to look for ocean. I heard about the ocean from a lot of people, and waves is searching for the ocean, and waves don't know that it has to die to be find ocean. Same thing, mind has to die, but mind is creating its own problem, saying that, oh, I have to go this, I have to go this, I have to go this. Mind does not know that I have to die, I have to sacrifice myself for sleep, and that awareness can get by only intellect. Intellect is parallel to the mind. Once you know the mechanism that mind is creating this problem, I did a lot of stuff, that's why I don't get sleep, so I have to pay for it. I am not getting sleep, it's okay, fine, I am fine with it. Your intellect is saying that, not mind. Intellect is saying this mind is a trouble, man, okay, if it's in a thought pattern, it's okay. Your intellect is saying that. So when that kind of awareness you get, your irritation, all the emotion will stop right away. Same thing, lot of people take sleeping pill, alcohol, drugs, they take outside help to get sleep. What happen is, all these drugs, alcohol, they slow down the brain by doing some chemical changes. Once the brain is slowed down, your mind slow down and you go to the sleep. These patterns again, because you taking every day that kind of drugs, outside help, these patterns again store on the functional mind. They are part of the pattern now. New pattern develop. The sleep will come with that kind of intake of sleeping pill or alcohol. Or some people start listening music, or some people start reading books, something boring that does not interest the mind, then you get sleep. Those patterns start developing. Whatever the pattern you developing, that pattern repetitive action is a part of your sleep order. Once this sleep order is disturbed, you will have a problem, and the problem is mind saying that let's go sleep, let's go sleep, otherwise I will have a problem. Mind does not know that I have to die. Only intellect knows. How intellect is going to develop? By listening this lecture. Next time when you go to the sleep, you think, oh, I heard from Atulanand that this is nothing. I have to pay. I have to pay the price. If I bring the work, always whatever your sleeping time, 2 hours before, it takes 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours to get relaxed, to slow down your brain. Without your slowing down your brain, the mind cannot slow down. So you have to quit all the activities 1-2 hours before you go to sleep. You have to understand that. If you keep busy before sleep, then your sleep will get disturbed. Yeah. That's why people is getting disturbed. This is their own this is their own creation of this problem. They are creating problems for themselves. That no, if you want to sleep, same thing, you can break the patterns too. If somebody is taking alcohol or sleeping pills, 15 days, don't take it. 15 days you have to pay price by getting disturbed or this and that. After 15 days, whatever the new pattern, it will build up in the system, and then after 15-20 days you will start get sleep. But 15 days you have to pay price. Why? Because you make a very deep pattern by taking so many years pills and alcohol. So you have to sacrifice, you have to pay something. If you are earning money, you are doing overtime, you are bringing some office work or business work at home, and then you have to pay the price. Sleeping disorder, this has to be understood. Then why you have negative emotions or something, irritation and all? Just understanding itself is a solution. Just understand. Just listen this lecture and then you memorize that. Oh yeah, I know, I know now. That's it. Problem solved. We will discuss more about questions in the next lecture.